Hi, team. All right, I'm going to go over the first day back, January 11th assignment for the job team meeting, and this will be the same for grades 9 through 12. So we start off here, and what I'm going to start doing just to help us differentiate between what's happening each day, we're going to have an Excel crew slide that will give them the overview of what they're doing. And then we are going to have an on-base crew. And so I'll try to be really explicit in which slides apply to each crew. And just in general, if there is anything in hot pink, that is something that still needs to be answered. So you can see over here on the left-hand side, there's some things highlighted in hot pink. Those things might need to be filled in a little bit later. Just the same as if you wanted to tell them what the on base is, since we don't know just yet, you would have to go in and fill this in at a later point. All right, so welcome back to the job team meeting. I thought a little bit of humor would be appropriate because everyone's probably thinking this exact same thing. And just note that the kids are going to be really tired. They're just going to be getting back into the swing of things. Some students will be going in person and they're just going to be plain exhausted. So keeping that in mind, they feel just the same way we do. And so for the circle, I thought maybe focusing on some joy over break. Winter break tends to be either a really great time or a really hard time for students. So asking about Christmas presents, sometimes not the best thing. Like what's the best gift that you got? Sometimes those are not the most helpful for students, especially during these hard times, but focusing on something that of joy or gratitude or something that made them laugh, something positive, like try to pull out a string. So even if you're going to ask a question, focusing more on that piece of it. And then the overview, we're going to just touch briefly on what's new this quarter, introduce the passion project, and then give kids some time to get started on their either on-base or word assignment during the job team meeting. So what's new? Essentially, if they don't show up to check-in, there's going to be a call home by 8:45. There's going to be office hours that we sprinkle throughout the day because even that remediation time in the morning, that can be an office hour for students. And then we're going to let them know that if you have a D or an F, you will have a required office hour that will be accompanied with a call home. And that we honored their choice for hard skills. So those are really the major differences. And you can just explain that now we've grouped students according to the hard skill choice of either on-base or Excel. And so introducing the passion project. So actually at Google, they do use something called the 20% rule. So all of their engineers are allowed to spend 20% of their day working on any pet project that they think might be of interest. And so essentially what they're thinking is if we allow people to work on something that interests them, it motivates them and they'll be more productive. And there's a whole ton of research about that honestly, people are more motivated when they care about something. Even if there's like money attached to it, people will perform better if it's something that they care about. And so things like Gmail, Google News were created by developers during this 20% time. So we're going to do something similar, but we're going to take it very slowly. So quarter 3 is just brainstorming ideas, planning, and then quarter 4 will dive in more. So tell the students not to be worried that they will have time to work on all of this. It's just a slow progress. So there are 2 videos here to watch. The first one, they're both about like a minute, under 2 minutes, like a minute and 40 seconds. The first one introduces the idea of Genius Hour, which is very similar to Passion Project. And then the second one is examples of things that students actually created. It's pretty cool, just to kind of get their brains thinking. And then we're going to outline what are some things that are expected of them. We're going to ask that they work individually. You will thank me later for this because there will be group work tends to get a little messy. And for this particular situation, you will thank me later. We want to let them know it has to be educational. So just reading anime isn't enough. You need to actually create something. And then, tell them their process is graded, not their product. And to, be respectful. All right, my video is about to end. I'll pick it up.